very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jackson looking to throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And they want to get him involved here as well.
Jackson on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They go play action with Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. Here's Daniel Whelan now. This is taken at the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them.
Shedding the tackle, and gives him some room. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And this defense now ready for that one as he'll take this. 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ravens 7, Steelers 6.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. First and 10, Taylor now. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Third and goal, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's to the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are once again back in front.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now he's loose again. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt to come here. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Jackson now. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Gordon's throw into the hands of Pickens. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A final shot before break. Gordon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Complete to Wright. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and 3rd and 8 now.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, Shaq.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 10. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 247 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on 1st down. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's to the 15. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Now he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Oweh.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Steelers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.